G'day, making this little video today. Someone asked whether there was sheet music, chord charts, tab for this song of mine called Adam and Eve, which there isn't. I'm not very good at writing stuff down, but I can sit with the guitar and show you the basics of it. The song was written on the acoustic guitar. It was first recorded way back in 1998. There's subsequent live versions out there, so I'm not sure which one you're focusing on. But this will show you the basics of it. All right, let's get into it. This is the intro. The very first thing you hear with this song is... So that's the intro. Then we're into the groove. All right, so we already looked at that. So what all that is it's starting there. It's kind of like a G chord, right? If you look at I'll go back here first. So you know your F formation, when you make an F chord, like that's the cowboy chord F, you know, the first three frets. So that chord, it's basically the top of a major chord. So we put it in the G position, but have an open E. And the reason it sounds the way it does is because we've got an A bass. So all of these four chords as I move up the fretboard are all going to have an A bass. So you do that at the G position, you've got an open E, so it gives us a really lovely voicing. Then it goes to the A position. So now it's essentially an A, but we've got two E's up the top. And then it goes to the C position. I don't know what the chord's called, but it sounds nice. Then it goes to the D position up at the 10th fret. And in between, doing these little embellishments, and you can find these, you can even improvise around them. See that? So where my first finger is there, I'm putting my little finger underneath the third finger, and that's on the B string. Sometimes I mess around with all of that. So that's what's happening. Go to the C position and the D position. So I'm just... I'm just kind of messing around there, and I get some nice little flavors there. So that's how that works. And those harmonics are fairly easy. You just, on the 5th fret from the top E string, do three of those, 1, 2, 3, and then you do on the 7th fret from the B string another 3, and you finish up on the top 2 strings at the 12th fret. Just all those harmonics. It's in E minor, and the basics of the main groove are E minor to A major, which I sometimes do as a dominant 7th like that. That's the basics of it. And in between the E minor to the A major, I play this chord. And I see that as a D chord with an F sharp bass. And so I'm playing the F sharp down on the low string with my 2nd finger. And then you can see here a 3rd string 2nd fret and 2nd string 3rd fret, which I'm doing with my 3rd finger and my pinky there, like that. And then we've got an open E. So it's kind of like if you play from the D chord like that, right? So it's kind of like a D with an open E. So you could call that a suspended 2 or suspended 9. I don't get too wrapped up in what it's called. Sometimes I'm just like, put your fingers there like that, and it sounds good. So that goes in between those two chords. So the main groove is 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, like that. All right, so you see there's a couple of little embellishments I'm making, all right, but that I don't know how to count that D. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so it's got that nice little pickup in between the chords. I usually start the groove with that little D with the F sharp bass as well. That's the main groove. See that A goes to an A7 suspended 4, if you care about that sort of thing. All right, so that's the main groove in the song. Adam and Eve were on easy street. On the intro. So you'll hear that. That kind of brings the whole song in. Same thing. Open A bass. You're just going from that G, and then chromatically to the A. It just dynamically sets the whole thing up. Right. So you'll sing a couple of verses. Those are all the moves that are in there, and then this is going to go to the bridge. So your God's looking down, your devil may grin, but still I don't believe the innocent sin. The bridge is a G. Down to E minor. A minor, C major 7th, B minor 7th, and it's going to go to an A major. That's the bridge. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Back to the groove, and you'll be into the first instrumental. All right. G, this is your bridge. That D with the F sharp bass again. Then you've got E minor. Do a little embellishment. That's a nice little move. So little finger is covering the B and the E string up on the 3rd fret. It's basically just an E minor 7. But then we do an add 9 there, playing the F sharp there. Da, da. And there's your A minor, C major 7, B minor 7, that's how I do that. That's what I do with my little finger on the A. Right, it starts with A minor. And finishes on that suspended 4. And then you're back into the groove. You'll hear in the solo, so there's that first, usually a guitar solo. It sounds like a verse. Same groove. That's our main groove. You know, So the next time, instead of going to the A, you'll hear it go to this same as the introduction. Right. I just do a little kind of riff there. So that's the. Oh, look, we kind of got to make this short, but that's the basics of it. Adam and Eve. I'll just try to put it in context for you, and then I'll have to sign off. So good luck. All right. Here's the intro. One, two, three, four. Right, that sets it all up. Then you're into the verse. When you go to the bridge, so I'm shortening it here. So we go to the bridge. Major 7, B minor 7, and the A major. And then you're back into the groove. Main thing, I don't know who I'm looking at. Main thing is to listen to it, listen to the tune, the intricacies of it. We didn't talk about what I do with the right hand, but man, I don't know how long it would take to. Don't do it exactly like me. Direct from the songwriter. Find your own way to do it. That's what I'd really like to hear. You find your version of it. But look, thanks for checking it out. That's Adam and Eve. Originally recorded 1998 with some fantastic musicians from Portland, Oregon, and we still play it. It's a big fave. Good luck with that.